Hi everybody, how you doing? So my friend Gay Price asked me about a ginger and turmeric tea, so I'm going to share for you one that I make. And you make this in a concentrate, okay? And you put it in the refrigerator in a glass jar, and then when you want to have your tea, you just take a quarter cup of this concentrate and you mix it with a half a squeezed fresh lemon and 6 ounces of hot water, and then you have a detox tea with ginger and turmeric. All right, so what you're going to need is you're going to need 6 cups of water, and put that in a saucepan, put it on high heat. We want to get that ready to a boil. All right, and then I use the Lipton green tea with the matcha, and this is pure matcha in here. So you're going to need 4 of these tea bags. Okay, so we're going to take these and we're going to add them to the 6 cups of water. And we're going to want to boil this for about 5 minutes. Just throw them right in there. Boil this for about 5 minutes, and then we're going to add these other ingredients. And then we're going to simmer it for about 10 minutes. And then we'll let this completely cool. And we'll put it in a glass jar in the fridge. And then every morning or day, lunchtime, whenever you want to have it, you just take a quarter cup of this, mix it with 6 ounces of warm water and a half of fresh squeezed lemon, and bam! You're going to get the benefits of ginger, turmeric, and lemon. You're going to do some detoxing on your body, and the ginger and turmeric will help with inflammation. It's been known to help with headaches, stuff like that. So this is going to be great. But what you're going to need as far as the other ingredients are, you're going to need 3 teaspoons of cinnamon, or 3 cinnamon sticks. Okay, a cinnamon stick equals a teaspoon of cinnamon, so 3 of them. Then you're going to need a teaspoon of ground turmeric, a teaspoon of ground ginger, a half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, and 4 of these tea bags. 6 cups of water. That's all you need for this. All right. So we'll get this going. And I'm just going to stir these around a little bit. And it wouldn't hurt to also put maybe half a teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt in here as well. Because especially doing keto, I don't know if you've seen my video earlier about the 4 perfect drinks for fasting and why you want to take in them drinks. But green tea is one of them. The apple cider vinegar, lemon juice detox drinks one of them. Salt water's one of them. Black coffee's the other one. But watch that video. It tells you why you want to take it, what it's going to do to your body to help you out, and how you're going to get more benefits out of doing fasting, especially with keto. Alright, so this is almost boiling, and the water is actually turning green. See if I can bring the camera over and show you guys what it's looking like. Not too much of a problem. Alright, so see, it's turning green in there. Okay. Now the thing with powdered turmeric is I've read a few studies where it says when you do powdered turmeric, you have to ingest it with either a healthy fat or black pepper. Okay? I'm sure it's the same with, cayenne pepper. I'm sure would work as well. So that's why this is in here, the cayenne pepper. And if you were unsure if the cayenne pepper would work, you could add a little bit of black pepper. And now, if if you're not fasting, another thing you could do is when you have this tea, you could add a tablespoon of MCT oil to it. That'll give you some healthy fat to go along with the turmeric. It'll also do good for your ketogenic lifestyle. You could add some coconut oil to it. Okay? So that's just other things you could add to it. And another good tip for you to do doing keto or fasting or just wanting to be healthy is take a tablespoon of this right here in the morning and a tablespoon before dinner. This is Bragg's apple cider vinegar. Okay, this stuff is amazing. It's got the mother in it, which is the active enzymes for gut health. They aren't cheap, but they're really worth it. And you know, like if you're feeling hungry while you're fasting, just take this. Take a sip off it. And in my video earlier, I explained, you know, about the acetic acid in apple cider vinegar, what it does to your body. Alright. So now, that's pretty good and steamy. It's looking really good and green, so I'm going to start adding these ingredients. So I want to have a teaspoon of this turmeric. Okay. And then I want to add a teaspoon of ginger. Now, if you don't have powdered ginger, you could use, you know, just a ginger root. Just chop it up a little bit in big pieces so you can get it out of there. Okay. So far we got a teaspoon of ginger, a teaspoon of turmeric. Now we're going to add a half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper right here. And the cayenne pepper, again, is going to help raise your metabolism. I mean, it doesn't raise it like all day. It'll only be for about an hour. But again, any spike you get in your metabolism is great. Then you want to use 3 teaspoons of cinnamon. And you know, the cinnamon works for a lot of things too. Like you take and have about a, you know, quarter teaspoon of that in your beverage before you break your fast, and it helps bring your cortisol levels down before you consume any carbs, fats, protein, calories, stuff like that. Because, you know, if you don't, when your cortisol levels are high when you're fasting, and then you spike your insulin, when you spike your insulin, that is when the cell opens up, the cortisol will go in there, and that could end up leading to stored fat even after you fasted, you know. So it's important that you break it right. Let me get that off here. But it's important that you break it right, you know, because you're fasting to get benefits out of it. You don't want to mess all that up. Just make sure you mix this up really good. And then now we want to simmer this and not boil it anymore. Turn that down a little bit. We want to simmer this for about 5 or 10 minutes. And then we're going to let it cool completely. We're going to strain it. And then we'll put it in a glass jar, put it in the fridge, and then you use a quarter cup of this concentrate with 6 ounces of warm water and about a half a fresh squeezed lemon if you're fasting. If you're not fasting, then you could add some coconut oil or some MCT oil to bring up the fats. You okay? So hopefully you found some value in this. Let this simmer for about 5 minutes. Strain it. You're good. Thanks for watching. I'll see you.